Welcome back to American Graduate Day on WFYI. I'm Jill Ditmire. We're going to talk about dropout prevention, and joining us to do so is Emily Masengale. She's with Christel House DORS, and Shelly Hunter. She's with the College Mentors for Kids. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you.
Dropout prevention, boy, there's a huge subject right there, and so many different ways to look at it. And both of your groups kind of look at it in the same way, but from different angles. Starting with the Christel House.
Yeah, so we look at dropout prevention kind of on the back end when it was a little too late. So we work with students 18 and older who left school before earning their high school diploma and want to come back to earn their high school diploma instead of a GED. And we really look at this as a transforming of families, as our students are adults, and many of them have children, and those children are 50% more likely to graduate high school if their parents earn a diploma, no matter what age. So we see it as really transforming opportunities for these adults, but also as a preventative measure for their children.
And College Mentors for Kids tries to get them before that happens.
We do. We work directly with first through sixth graders and college students. So we college students with the most to give, and we connect our first through sixth graders with them. And so we bring first through sixth graders to the college campus once a week throughout the school year for hands-on curriculum. And it really does make a difference, and we love working with our elementary school students.
How important is that to show those kids a future, to keep them from dropping out?
Sure. We want to create a vision for them that there is something beyond just what they're doing right there in that particular moment. And we know that by creating a vision for them, they will graduate at a much higher rate than their peers from high school. They'll go on to post-secondary education at a much higher rate than their peers. And they also stay out of the juvenile justice system at a much higher rate. The overall economic benefit of what we're doing, what many organizations are doing, is really immeasurable.
And Christel House has been around 5 or 6 years. The DORS program has been 5 or 6 years.
Yes, so 5 years in.
How has the program changed since you've been with them?
Yeah, so we have evolved greatly. So we started with one site with 175 students, and now this year we are serving 500 students across 3 sites in the city. So we have 2 charters now. So we now service students on the south side. We also have a satellite for our south campus at Ivy Tech downtown and on the west side at Washington and Tibbs. So we have expanded our breadth and our depth of the numbers that we're able to reach. We also have transitioned a lot. We do service ESL students as well. So many students that need that foundational English level before they are able to move on to the diploma and college level courses, which many of them definitely have that capability to reach, but they're able to start and get that intensive intervention and then be on their way to greater academic success.
Is it easier or more difficult to find the families that want to learn, that want to get their education, want to get their diploma, and bring them into the program, or is it more difficult to do that?
Actually, as we've grown, word of mouth has become an even larger impact with our students. So many of our students come through the door because they know a friend or a family member who came through the program and told them, you need to do this. And so it's actually helped as we've gotten larger. So more mouths hear about us and they talk about us and have seen us out and about in the community. So it's nice to not be the new kid on the block anymore, but able to kind of have that reputation student experience, because that is what I think speaks of the measure of the program.
Tell me about some of the universities and colleges, the mentors that are involved in your program.
Sure.
Good people.
Yeah, thank you. So we're here in Central Indiana at Butler, IU, IUPUI, Franklin, and other schools as well. But we're also in 9 states across the country and representing 33 different chapters. So in our 20-year history, we have grown from a program that started at IU Bloomington and Butler and now have expanded nationally with hopes to grow even more.
And that's the next big question, isn't it? The future. I'd love for you guys both to be without a job because there would be no dropout problem, but that's probably not going to happen, is it?
No, absolutely. We would love to put ourselves out of business, but with the statistics of at least 6,000 students dropping out in Marion County each year, we have not put a dent in that population yet. So, we will continue to serve, but we would love ultimately to put ourselves out of business.
Yeah. And we know that nationally 9 million kids are without mentors. And so we do have a lot of work to do before we're out of a job, but hopefully there'll be a time when we will be.
And I would think that maybe some of those that have been through your program maybe come back and mentor future program participants too.
Absolutely. So we have an active alumni base. We have alumni come back and speak on panels to our current students to speak of how they made it through with adult responsibilities and the demands of school. And we also have an alumni coordinator who works intensively with them for 5 years after graduation so that we can continue to support them.
It works. And thank you, ladies, for making it work. And you can make it work too. Visit amgrad.wfyi.org and follow us on Twitter at #AmGradIndy. Now, stay tuned for more American Graduate Day right here on WFYI.